And of course, we saw the numbers yesterday. They're still pretty high in most areas along the Sun Coast.
And it's offshore too, over 10 miles. So hopefully everything eventually gets out of here soon. I know it's going to take a while. We need another big wave event in the Gulf of Mexico to help things out. We're going to get the east winds at least, and that's going to help out a little bit, keeping the harmful impacts off the beaches. But right now the Van Wezel webcam showing lots of sunshine this afternoon. Now clouds and showers have moved in across parts of the Sun Coast, and we saw that right there. Look at that shower moving over Lido and also the south end of Lombo Key, and even clipped parts of Siesta Key. That east wind is going to be around this area of high pressure, which is creating some hot conditions. In fact, the temperatures today warmed into the mid-90s, 94 degrees at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, and that easterly wind flow bringing those showers and storms off toward the southwest. We have a first round right now. It's brought some heavy rain near Punta Gorda, Charlotte Harbor. Near Northport, it's starting to wind down, but we have another one building just to the southeast of it. And then notice this, now spreading off toward Lakewood Ranch after the one shower that we just showed you on the tower cam is moving across Lido and also the south end of Lombo Key. There it goes, but then there's another one just behind it. So look for showers and storms to regather strength through this evening. All of it should be winding down after, say, 10 o'clock tonight. But look at this big cell here as well. That's still on an east wind, and that's moving from the east to the west. So we can expect that to move through Manatee County later on. And this model does depict that. A few showers around, and some of that could be heavy at times, generating some thunderstorm activity as well. So we're in this pattern of east winds around that high pressure ridge. It's not going to change much at all. We're seeing enhancement of these storms due to a tropical wave as well moving across South Florida right now. That will enhance the storms tomorrow afternoon and evening, it looks like. This pattern, as I said, will stay with us through fall. Fall eventually beginning on Sunday. The first full day of fall will be Sunday. Well, get a look at this. A frontal boundary, which picked up Florence a couple days ago, carried it out into the Atlantic. This is not necessarily Florence, but on the tail end of fronts during this time of year, you can get little spin-ups, and that's what we're seeing right now. This is the same front that brought Florence off the coast of the United States. So it picked it up, carried it out, and now we're starting to see what appears to be some development here. Looks as though the National Hurricane Center now giving it a 20% chance. It may have to go higher based on this satellite imagery at the 8 o'clock report. We'll take a look at that. There's the next 5 days where we expect it to go. I checked some long-range models indicating that it will bend before it gets to the east coast of the United States. Let's hope so. Typically, fronts move through this time of year pretty quickly, so not much of a chance of it becoming a stalled system. This is way out in the Atlantic. Good chance in 5 days of developing. Not much for this. It's down to 10% as it moves off to the northwest. There's a big wave coming off the coast of Africa, by the way, which is expected to move into the Atlantic and has a chance of developing in the next few days or so, way out there in the Atlantic. Not quite over yet, right? We still have over 2 months to go before the official end. Well, temperatures today were soaring. I mentioned 96 degrees at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. Temperatures now upper 80s to low 90s. That's 89 at the airport. Feels like temperature's still 97 despite the presence of a shower nearby. There it is, 94, just 2 degrees shy of the record 96 set back in 25. And you can see that ridge of high pressure over the eastern southeast United States. All the clouds and showers kind of riding that ridge over the northern plain states. For boaters tomorrow, not much wind out there. Light chop. We'll start off at 10 knots, actually subside somewhat to 5 knots in the afternoon. East winds turn to the northeast, trying to get a sea breeze developing tomorrow afternoon. Rain chances staying fairly high on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, mainly afternoon and evening storms. We're not expecting any washout, and chances drop a little bit Wednesday and Thursday of next week, but they're still there. Scott?